Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Starladder Season 9. It's our final match of Day 23. This is Europe. I'm LD, and you are watching Beyond the Summit. Thanks for joining me, guys. If you're not watching Naviverse Alliance, well, I'm watching on the second monitor here, I'm not going to lie. And it's not looking good, I will say, but I won't spoil it. What we've got coming up for you guys here is Insane versus RoX.KiS, though. And, well, RoX.KiS, one of those solid teams that has a decent shot at maybe getting, like, the 4th seed. Don't really see them finishing in the top 3 or higher, though. At least they'll have a very long road to do, or to travel to get there. But on the other side, you've got Insane Gaming, still winless through 9 games of play. They've had their moments. I think the closest they came to a win was versus Aware. That was the game with the Medusa with like 3 rapiers. I was casting with P-Flax and just didn't work out in the end. But with that being said, the draft's well underway, so we're going to go ahead and hop on into it. And we'll take a look at what the teams are picking up here. Let's see. So RoX.KiS on the Dire side, Insane on the Radiant. First overall pick is Ember. Surprisingly, no Ember ban and no Lycan ban. So I guess RoX.KiS basically saying, we've got second pick, we'll leave them both in the pool, and one of them will get through. Now, Insane didn't have to ban Abaddon. I mean, they're up against Godblack here, and he likes his Abaddon, he likes his tree. He actually banned the tree himself, which I find quite interesting, but yeah, Godblack hating on his prodigal son, as it were. Yeah, I do wonder. I'm a little curious why they would let through. Why Insane wouldn't just ban Lycan and then just pick Ember for themselves. That's a little bit strange, but I guess they're not afraid of it. They should be. Lycan's got a 67% win rate in this version. The highest win rate hero besides Ogre Magi and Spirit Breaker. Spirit Breaker's 2-0. Ogre Magi is a legendary 8-1, but it's a small sample size. But Lycan's been played in like over 120 games. By far the strongest hero in this particular version. So it's a little surprising to see him slip through at all. But hey, here he is. Let's see if they can deal with it. So the Batrider Ember is the choice for Insane. And it's Shadow Demon Lina. So we're going to see a lot of early roaming for them. Good mid-game initiation. I mean, that's really the strength of this Insane team. You've got your Sleight of Fists into the Bolas. You've got the Batrider Blink Lasso. In the laning stage, you've got the Disruption into Lina Stun. Insane are really good at getting the jump on heroes. But, and this is a big but, RoX.KiS are quite good at keeping heroes alive. They've got Lycan, who's very survivable, tanky, hard to burst down, Dazzle, who can TP and engrave to countergank, Prophet, who's a great counterganker, and Lich, who's also a great counterganker in some situations if you can get off Chain Frost. So, Insane have great initiation, but I would say RoX.KiS have quite strong counter initiation. And Insane have to be careful not to overextend here. Clinks is the final ban for Insane. And I kind of like the ban. I don't know if RoX.KiS would have gone for it, though. They already are running Lycan and Prophet. I feel like they need more of a tempo controller. I will say Clinks is a really annoying matchup for Ember Spirit. Natural Orchid Carrier. Burst physical damage. Ember has very, very low base armor. And it scales decently well, considering how bad. But he starts with 1 armor. So the hero is weak against physical damage. The Searing Arrows give you a ton of it, along with Strafe, along with Death Pact. And if that weren't enough, he's also, again, a natural Orchid builder. So I think Clinks is a good ban when you pick Ember, but it just didn't look like RoX.KiS were going to go for it. I would have rather seen them ban this hero, the Puck. Because RoX.KiS draft, it looks like they need a solo mid. That's what they get. It will be the Puck. A hero that doesn't really do well at killing Ember, generally, because he's got so much magic block with the Flame Guard, but he's still good at just locking him down. And if you've got the physical damage follow-up from Hal, potentially from a Prophet, and just right-clicks, they can bring him down. So I do like the silence. They needed a tempo controller anyway. It fits the bill. RoX.KiS. As for Insane, they'll need their safe lane farmer, it looks like. There should be an Ember mid. They'll go for the Doom safe lane and the Bat off lane. Oh boy. Insane are scary late game. They've got great initiation, as mentioned. Now they've got a hero that can just completely shut down anyone. Be it Lycan, Puck. Those are going to be your 2 ideal targets. As long as you doom the Lycan before he pops his ult, you're gravy. And obviously Puck won't have fun. So Insane are going to go for the Doom. And don't worry, I am well aware that my in-game is not set up. But yeah, here we go. So everything should be all set. Guys, it's our final match of the day for Starladder Europe. In 2, or maybe I think it's in 2 hours, Starladder North America, or Starladder America playoffs, tiebreakers, will commence. Yeah, the tiebreaker should commence in 2 hours. Zyori will be casting that. He'll be joined I believe by Hippie for the first game, and then by PPD from Evil Geniuses for the last two. Should be some great games. Only the top team will actually advance. Oh, hold that thought. There's a smoke gank here. Only first place will move on into the main playoffs. Scheduled to kick off this Sunday. We are planning to do those from the main studio. So we've got some new production features planned. If all goes well, they should mostly be ready by then. And we're really excited to reveal some of the stat stuff that K-Pop Toastus has been working on behind the scenes. Since there's not many of you here, I'll let you know. It's going to be pretty sick stuff. But we'll introduce our teams now. It's Q Insane on the Radiant, RoX.KiS on the Dire. Can Q Insane get their first win? We'll find out soon. Judo, your offlane. Batrider, Big Nom, and Tipo. They smoke all the way mid. They've made their way into the trees here, and they're just waiting for a first blood attempt. This ward giving them the vision. I've seen this once before. I can't remember who cast or who was playing, but I have seen this exact move before. You smoke, you hide in the trees, and you just wait for a first blood. But they're going to let him go. They want to get the solo mid here. They really want to kill this Puck early. And at level 1, Puck is quite an easy kill. He's unlikely to take phase shift against an Ember. I mean, you can phase shift like the level 1 Sleight of Fist, but it doesn't really hurt that much or hit that hard. So Solo could easily fall here. Even if he saves his phase shift, they should still be able to get the kill. What they want to do is just disrupt him and then walk up next to him. You can get off the Searing Chains, and then if he's taking phase shift, then you just stun him. The Searing Chain's much easier to hit, but they'll go with the disruption now. He is not skilled. No, he's already skilled the orb, but he already shoots it off. Where were the bullets? Oh, he dropped them as well, but it's just not enough damage. Oh, Solo. They really wanted to wait until he used his orb to farm, but unfortunately they go a bit too early. Well, good effort for Q Insane nonetheless. But yeah, we've got Big Nom on your Shadow Demon, Judo on the offlane Batrider, Chomi the solo mid Ember, Tipo the Lina, and Inquisitor the Doom. And on the Dire side, you've got Team RoX.KiS. The mastermind himself, Godblack, will be playing this offlane Lich. He's the drafter for this team. And, oh, top lane. Early dive from Chomi. But the heal comes out. I think he's overextended. No, Judo finds the solo kill top. Brings down Yol. All by his lonesome. The plays. Wow. 1v2 against a Lycan as well. With all that plus damage from how they still find the solo kill in the offlane. Very well done. So yeah, Sadoy on your offlane Prophet. I already mentioned Godlike on the Lich. Solo, your solo mid Puck. We've got 6-3-3 handling the safe lane Lycan, and that leaves Yol. I think I already mentioned him as well. These introductions have taken 5 minutes on the Dazzle. Oh, mid lane. They've gone in on Chomi. Godlike with the early rotation. A secure kill here. Nicely done. Only caught the very end of that. I should have just said, you know what? Screw the introductions, but I was too stubborn. Sorry about that, fellas. But yeah, overall, I gotta say, I thought that first blood attempt would work mid. I think the main thing is they just needed to wait for the orb to be used offensively to farm. Because if you're a Puck mid, you'll throw out the orb occasionally just to get a last hit. Especially if you're against Ember, he is not going to solo kill you before maybe level 3 or 4. I'd say generally level like 4 is where he gets scary, because then he can have 1 point in the Bolas, 1 point in the Sleight of Fist, and at least 2 points in Flame Guard if he's going Flame Guard build. So before then, you're just not gonna die. So the Puck will be very likely to farm with the orb at some point. But unfortunately, they didn't wait, and now we just want to break down our lanes here. So after the dust settles, you've got Sadoy, this offlane Prophet, already hitting level 4, and they're getting a lot of experience on this Lich too. Picked up a kill mid. Solo, despite the first blood attempt and despite the pressure, still doing very well. He's getting his levels up. And this top lane, I guess that's where Q Insane are really playing on the top. They'll hit the Light Strike right here. Dazzle does have Grave. He's going to pop it now. He'll fall here, almost certainly. I think, no, maybe not, with the TP coming in from Godlike and Sadoy joining the party. 4 heroes top. RoX.KiS defending their own with gusto. And now Big Nom. He's walked his way into the trees, hoping to kill off Yol, who's just toying with them from the other side. Laughing maniacally. They'll get that kill. Meanwhile, Solo's got a DD rune mid. This is where Chomi could easily die. He's got to be very careful. Sure, and especially with no points in Flame Guard, even the magic damage from the Puck can hurt, but it's really the DD rune that could be the problem here. Only 2 armor. Top lane, your bat's gone in. Harassing Godblack a bit, harassing Sadoy. The one piece of good news is we see this Prophet likely to fall. Sadoy has the phase boots. He's going to turn around here. Where's that Grave? It's cooling down. One more right click. They'll bring down Judo. Still phasing away, but there's 4 poison stacks up. Oh, no, sorry. Those were napalm stacks, not poison stacks. Too many stacks this game, I must say. It'll get the kill, though. The good news for Q Insane is Doom's been left alone. Doom's had a pretty easy lane after a rough start, and he needs this solo lane, because he's up against the Prophet already with phase boots and the Lich denying his creeps. So a much needed respite. He's having a pretty good time, and you're liking... Let's see, what does he have here? Just the recipe for now. He can buy the rest of the components at the side shop, and all he needs is the rest of the gold for the Mask of Death. But we keep our eyes on mid, because this is where Big Num's looking to go in. Puck no longer with that Imba night vision he used to have a few patches ago. Won't see this one coming, but can they even kill him is the question. Disruption into Light Strike Array, not a very strong combination. Once the Puck's got a point in phase shift, you can't count on the guaranteed stun, and they're just going to back off here. Not an easy kill. Shadow Demon Lina is a strong combo, it's just not that strong against Puck. And again, they could have banned the Puck. They chose to ban Clinks, who I wouldn't have seen RoX.KiS picking up anyway. You do have to wonder if that was the right ban. And then also, because that was the last pick, was the Puck. They had already gone for the Shadow Demon Lina. They already needed a solo mid. They wanted a silence to lock down Ember. And Puck just happens to be probably one of the hardest heroes for Shadow Demon Lina to gank. But they'll go in bottom now. They get the stun off. The Light Striker is there. Sadoy is going to drop to Inquisitor. Not bad. Not bad at all. They need these kills. They're slowing down Sadoy, and given that he had the early rotation, picked up some kills. Oh, boy. Show me on the run. He's got another Spirit here, but does he have the charges to activate the Fire Remnant? He does not. No mana, Rev. Not charges. I mean mana. Doesn't have the mana. Also, didn't drop a Remnant before dying. He doesn't have TP gold either. If you're about to die, you should always drop a Remnant, so you can at least get that free TP back towards mid. I don't think he has one, though. Also, I'm blind and not seeing it. Yeah, no Remnant, so... pretty unfortunate for your Ember Spirit. Meanwhile, God Black will just casually pick off Judo on the retreat out. So yeah. Well, I think he was forced to ask a teammate to buy a TP for him, which is really not ideal. But you see the power of Puck to deal with Ember Spirit. That silence, it's only level 1, but especially as it levels up, it gets easier and easier to lock him down. And Solo with this good start should have a pretty early Blink Dagger. So all things considered, just looking at pure farm, RoX.KiS are winning in that department, CSing very well in all their cores. There's Devour Gold going the way of Q Insane. They're Q Insane, but it says OSG. That always confuses me. But yeah, I think the problem right now I see for Q Insane is they won't have a particularly fast blink on the bat. The Doom is a good initiator, but it's just hard to get the jump on any of these heroes without, say, a Blink Dagger. They should see you coming generally. And the Shadow Demon Lina do tend to fall off in the mid-game. A lot of the strength of that combo is these early game rotations, which just weren't quite there for them. They almost found the kill top, or the kill mid, they almost found the kill top, but in the end they got very little. In fact, 0-0 on the Lina, and the Shadow Demon sitting at 1-1, so not having a good time. But yeah, you go into the mid-game, and that's where RoX.KiS are on the dire side, have easy access to the Roshan pit. They have the Howl, the Tree Ants, the heal, all of these making Roshan just a simple process for them. And Lycan's almost got his medallion, so this is where the Lycan can just go solo Rosh. He doesn't even necessarily need help. And constantly, Q Insane will have to be worried about it. And what makes it scarier for them is they have fairly limited options for scouting. They have Shadow Poison, which gives you vision on the projectile trail. But you have to just sit here constantly spamming it. It used to be the Shadow Poison would latch onto targets and give you vision until you actually popped the poison. They'll smoke and they'll wait for solo, but... well, what do? If they go on solo, he's just going to phase shift that Light Strike Array. And if you hold the Light Strike Array to try and bait out his phase shift, I mean, he'll see if you're casting or not. It's got quite a wind-up, that Lina stun, so it's very easy to know if you need to use it. It's tough, man. It's very tough to kill this Puck. The Doom will be the key for that. If they want to kill Puck, Doom's got to get involved. And he does have his drums now, but drum's just not an item that's going to turn the game by itself. A good stopping point, but they'll need a lot more. Big Num hunts through the woods. He's found Sadoy, who almost has his Midas, but unfortunately, there's just no backup here for him. Chomi's still farming mid, and now we'll see a rotation. 3 RoX.KiS heroes heading towards the bottom lane. Blink Dagger almost up on that Puck. Also almost up on the bat. I guess that's the main thing they'll be looking for here. They need the Blink Dagger on the bat, and then maybe Q Insane can start some fights. Now there'll be a jump in mid. The Remnant's there, but it's not enough damage. Even with the Sleight of Fist, it's not enough. Oh, he didn't have the mana for another Searing Chains or another Remnant, unfortunately. Had the charge for it, but did not have the mana to activate it. That's really what an Ember... This is where if he had his phase boots now, he would have easily gotten that kill. Just those small disadvantages stacking up. And you can see, just constantly they're worried about the pit. They've got, again, I mentioned the Shadow Poison to scout. Bat's okay at scouting it. And they do have the Remnants, which I had not mentioned yet. And they give you vision, for anyone who doesn't know. But they don't last forever. And that means if you're just dropping Remnants in the pit, you have less to fight, you have less to retreat to if you get ganked. So it's definitely a trade-off, but one Chomi simply can't avoid. You give up that free Rosh, you're going to have a bad time. A very bad time. But now it's come to the point where we look at the Gold Grass, the experience as well. RoX.KiS are definitely leading. Not an overwhelming lead, but a comfortable one for this stage of the game. And the game changer comes out. It's Solo's Blink Dagger. He's got a fresh haste as well. Level 2 Silence, about to be level 3. This is definitely enough to kill the Ember. And this is the sign of a sad Ember. He's gone Ring of Aquila. And he'll be ferrying himself out a Clarity Potion as well. The team's needed the Courier quite a bit. So he has not been able to bottle Crow as freely as he would like. But being forced to go back for an 11-minute Aquila, this is where you'd like to be beginning your, I mean, whatever it is. Your Desolator, your Arcane Boots, your Phase Boots, get your drums online. Aquila just a little bit more cost-efficient for the price, but not scale particularly well. See Solo come in. Feed for this initiation. The Tower Wolf Ink Visitor. Coil's there, blink it on 2, and Solo delivers. Jade Frost comes a-bouncing. It's only got the mini-stun on that first bounce, though. Ink Visitor will be able to TP out. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Chomi contesting Yol here. He's got a Self-Grave. He'll use it soon. He pops it now. Will try to deny himself to the Roshan here. Is he successful? He's going to burn down to Batman. However, the rest of RoX.KiS will rotate towards the pit. Now they'll be hunting Judo. They've got no orb here, or that probably would have been Judo's death. But they'll just focus on the Roshan. They pop the Lycan ult. They'll still give him a little extra base, a little lower base attack time. They'll hit the Roshan a bit quicker. Maybe gets a crit. But in comes Ember, looking to initiate. They flame break the Lich onto the high ground. Complex out of the fight. Now Chomi's on the run. So too is Judo. Lina going hard on 6-3-3, but the Lycan Illusion's not enough to kill him off. Now the Doom gets dropped. And they've dropped it on Solo. They have enough of his shenanigans. No blink for you, sir. No phase shift for you, sir. Nothing but death. Still got Blacks waiting for his TP. And it'll come now. But in the end, RoX.KiS will get this Rosh, it looks like. Chomi, they got baited away from the fight. Sure, the puck dies, but he draws them all out from the pit. And he makes the Rosh safe. So, some good team play and just presence of mind coming out from your puck player. Solo making the plays. I will say, though, this Doom's getting pretty farm. What? Look at the range of that initiation. Oh my goodness. He Sleight of Fist across the river. The most ridiculous possible angle. That's like the equivalent of a Magnus Blake skewer. I guess you don't bring them back, but my lord. The range on that. Just impressive. And they'll find the kill on the Dazzle. If Ember gets changed in the next patch, that's probably the one thing I would expect to be changed is some slight nerf to Sleight of Fists, whether it's the cooldown, maybe the AoE, maybe a little bit of everything. It just feels a little bit too easy to initiate with. I mean, obviously it hits quite hard for the, what was it, plus 120 damage? Yeah, plus bonus 120 at level 4 to all heroes slapped down by the big fiery swords. They're going on Goblak here, but he's almost got his ultimate up. If anyone jumps in, he might unload a Chain Frost. Is there going to be another Sleight of Fists? He stopped chasing. And then the Grave comes out. Yol, in the right place, at the right time, will keep his buddy alive.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, bottom lane, Sonoy getting caught out here. The Firefly is going to go. And with the Soul Catcher, he's burning in the flames. Judo will bring him down. Well, Blow's being traded, but this is where things get scary. RoX.KiS have the Aegis, they've got a decent gold lead, and Lycan's coming for your towers. Good luck stopping him. Solo, hunting for kills, while Chomi tries to defend here. He's got 2 spirits. We'll see if he looks to drop one and retreat out. He's already out of mana, though. They go in with a lasso, but a Chain Frost is just going to completely counter that. From the sides comes Solo. Huge initiation. 3 have fallen. More could follow. Inquisitor, he's on the way out. Big Num's here as well. And they're just going to start taking huge bites out of the Demon. I don't know if he's the one to focus, though. They really want the Shadow Demon. That's who they're going to get. He's trapped in. Nowhere to run. And nothing to do but die. Well done by Solo with the great backstab initiation. And I like how Godlike just threw the Chain Frost in there. Lob it in. Sure, there's some creeps coming. You're not going to get, like, the epic YOLO 420, 10 bounces only on Heroes Chain Frost, but you get enough. You got the job done there. And now the Necro book. Necro 1 complete. If you're RoX.KiS at this point, you should just start taking the other tier 1s. Take the tier 1 bottom, take the tier 1 top. You want to keep on forcing the fights on Q Insane before they get their items up. Don't give Ember any breathing room to farm. Doom's going to get some farm, but he's not going to carry this by himself, so just keep the pressure up. Well, speaking of pressure, Judo's being pressure bottom lane. 633 gets stunned, but he's got Aegis here. He's still got the ult available. He'll wait until the Aegis pops. No, he's going to pop it now. And on the backside, Godlike comes in, secures the kill on Big Num. Now the chase on the Tipo. And that wolf crit off with his head, says 633. Oh, man, this guy has some sharp fangs. He ain't messing around. The big bad wolf doing work. And now they'll push through the bottom lane. And Q Insane are just not ready to fight yet. Doom, not good in these 5v5 clashes. He's decent, but he's not going to turn a 5v5 fight when RoX.KiS have so many useful heroes. The Puck, who can do a lot of damage, can solo kill quite a few. Speaking of solo kills, looking for Chomi. He did not get off his Flame Guard, and it's only level 1. He'll Spirit up to the high ground, but that's where Solo is waiting. He'll Spirit away again. But Solo's going to pursue this. He's got a Blink cooling down. He's got another Orb as well. And Chomi has one more Spirit. He'll try to drop the Sleight of Fist. Has not used his last Spirit yet. He doesn't have the mana for it. He drops the Spirit, but he'll still fall. And meanwhile, onto the mid lane, where they push the Doi back in. But he's invis with a Shadow Blade here. I think they have detection of some kind. Didn't see it, but they're still hitting him. Now the Shadow Blade's going to wear off. And he will fall. Now the Puck jumps back in. Orbing out. Oh, Solo playing with fire. Is this a 322 moment? It's a 322 moment. And Q Insane wastes no time in unloading all of their spells. Not really a 322 moment because they are pushing bottom. And that is pure space created, but it's more fun to call it the 322 moment. Roll with it, guys. Just roll with it. They'll pop the wolves here. And they'll just keep on working on the rack. 633, he's going to head for the hills. The Chain Frost just casually lobbed forth. I think this will kill off Tipo. They disrupt him. No, I guess the Chain Frost dissipated in the end. Godblack will fall. T-Po's going to go with him, though. And Lycan's at the well. What was he even doing there? Just shopping. He buys his Necro 3. He's going to retreat out top. He'll probably take the tier 1 on his way out. Is there any TP? There's no TPs on this Q Insane side. They can't actually do anything to stop this Lycan from retreating, except just run him down from the front. He's going to burn here, but he's still got his Aegis. He'll be coming back soon. And Necro Book's in pursuit. Oh, boy. Well, after it's all said and done, it's a commanding lead for RoX.KiS. Up 8k gold. Up 8k experience. And stop telling me the techies is released, guys. This trolling is cruel and unusual punishment. You're breaking my heart here. I'm going to actually alt-tab and double-check that I didn't miss the huge announcement. But I'm like 99% sure chat's trolling me. Oh, you're trolling me. I hate you guys. I hate you so much. Whoever said techies is released, whoever started that, delete your account and never watch the stream again. I don't want you here. But, yeah, on a serious note, this is looking rough for Q Insane. They could be headed to 0-10. Map control is lacking. Lycan's got his Necro 3. Now he builds that first big damage item. The Dazzle's just gone triple bracer. Some value bracers. The only thing better than the triple bracer is the triple bongo, which could well be coming next. Just get some stats up. Make sure no matter what, you'll get off your grave. And it's an Orchid for the Puck. No Dagon. A little disappointing, but can't argue with it. They'll pull in Yol here. He gets Doom. Won't grave. Can't grave because of the Doom. And they will manage to kill him off. An expensive investment, but now Chomi's gonna find more. Suddenly, Shiva's Doom has arrived. They melt the puck. They melt Goblak. 3 have fallen. The Chain Frost is bouncing willy-nilly, though. Isn't enough to bring anyone down. They need a bite out of Chomi here. Can't get it. Prophet's too late on the TPN. It's a 3-for-1. They hold. They never actually lost the ranks. It was only the tier 3. It's still going to be hard for Q Insane to stop the next Roche, though. 1 minute to go on that. Lycan, he'll push in the lanes effectively. The Prophet can help out there as well, but we do see the strength of Q Insane and the pickoffs. They're really good at just assassinating heroes who are out of position. And that's where RoX.KiS just need to batten down the hatches, play a little bit more disciplined Dota. Don't go off on your own. Don't go full solo. I mean, full solo has been a good way to roll so far, but now's the time where if you start giving up a few more kills, that experience graph in particular will just rubber band right back the other way. So they'll have to play a little more conservatively from here on out. Wolves are going to go scout. They'll see Tipo. Will they look to go on him? No. Goblak will skate out, but the team's coming in. And there's no Radiant Vision of this. A smoke immediately revealed. Inquisitor walks right in. It's his turn to get surprised from behind. Now, in comes the Ember, but he's too tanky with this Shivas. They can't kill him off. He's still alive. He's going to have Doom soon, and this could end poorly for someone. They lasso in solo. Are they going to Doom solo? They probably should Doom him. Oh, it's already been dropped. It was dropped on the Lycan. He can be denied potentially if he even goes down. Now Inquisitor on the run, and Solo's just doing work. He phase shift dodges Laguna Blade. What a play. Oh, boy. This guy, he has his moments. He surely does. And now he's diving. He might have overextended here, though. Bats on the chase. Inquisitor turns around, rips his head off in the end. The Shivas will do the trick. And Big Num, he'll fall as well. Solo, phase shift dodging Laguna Blade and just getting a little overconfident after that one. They'll now try and force this tier 2 mid. But should they? No. Roche is up. And they should be looking to scout the Roche. They've got the Lycan Wolves to do it, the Prophet Trance to do it, and they've got the map control to do it as well. It's actually a double Orchid. Prophet and Puck both going Orchid. This is just some big hate for Ember. Chomi is not going to have fun this game. 1 in 5. Not going to build a BKB anytime soon. Not going to build a Lincolns anytime soon. Not going to do anything against the Orchids unless they don't use them on him. But that being said, that's where this Doom can carry the game for his team. If he gets an Assault Caress after this BKB, that mitigates a lot of Lycan's physical damage output and a lot of the physical damage in general from RoX.KiS. And if you don't kill this Doom, he hurts. Top lane Judo, he'll aggressively push the lane out. I think he dropped low to, maybe it was to a Necro Book. Or maybe it was a Prophet ult that almost sniped him. No. Oh, sorry. You know what? I missed him killing the Prophet. It's like, something seems weird here. Why is his HP so low? Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, Prophet did go down top. And now, Goblak will rotate through. Nice solo pick. I'm surprised this bat was able to kill a Prophet who's got a Shadow Blade and an Orchid. And I don't think he even had detection. Well, must have been sticky around too low or just got outplayed. They'll look to fight here, though. Remember, they're fighting in the Aegis on the Lycanthrope. They gotta be careful about this engage. They'll jump in. They'll just go straight in. Chomi. He'll bait out an Orchid to start. But the Puck leaps forward. He coils up Chomi. Can they keep him locked down, though? He can Remnant again to the left side. He gets disrupted. Chain Frost starts a bouncing. It hits Inquisitor a few times. I don't know if it's enough, though. He pops the Shiva Sejoy on the sidelines of the fight, doing work. They'll bring down the Doom. They focus on Judo now. That's 3 dead. They've lost all of their cores. They buy back on the Ember. But Solo is going hard. Well, not hard enough, I guess. They did force out the buyback on the Ember. They've not broken the base yet. But they're going to try. Bat's going to lay down some flames. They'll try and stall this push out. But RoX.KiS will keep on going. And with no Doom for this fight, with no Doom ability available, it's going to be tough. The lasso in the triple bracer Dazzle with the urn. But he hardly even takes a scratch. He's got 1,300 health. They can't kill him. And without being able to kill the Dazzle, there's just nobody else you can go on. You have to kill him first, or the initiation just won't work. And RoX.KiS will retreat. No? Maybe not. They'll stick around for the rain tracks. The Doom is going to respawn, though. Bat, having already used his buyback. Sorry, they bought back on 2. I mentioned the Ember, but they also bought back on the Bat. So if they lose either of those heroes again, that's probably a tier 2 mid, a tier 2 top. The Ember's going to jump in, focuses on Yol. They're going to stun him. Finally, they bring down that pesky Dazzle. And now they're chased for more. Judo's in pursuit, but Lycan's looking pretty scary. I don't know if he wants to go on the Doom, though. Doom, not an easy target to bring down. Should be going for some of these squishier heroes. Continues to focusing Visitor, but that's going to be his ultimate, and he comes back in regular wolf form. He needs his teammates to bail him out here. Solo's going to look to do it. Sodoy as well, and then goes 6-3-3. He'll just try and focus them down. One more right click from the Prophet, brings down Visitor, jams it in, while Chomi looks to make an escape. But he gets silenced. He gets double silenced. Why the hell not? Easy. And now that'll be your rain tracks bottom. This could be the game. It's been a short one so far. 28-19 your score, a 15k gold lead, a 16k experience lead, and RoX.KiS are just going to throne it. For anyone who's an old school Dota player, THR, that's where it's at, man. But they'll just THR it right now, straight down the middle lane, focusing on the Rex. Judo will come in. He does lasso Lycan, who has no Aegis, but he gets graved. And I'll just start running. Can they chase this one down? Prophets come in from the side. Your total pub Prophet here picks up the Desolator. Pure right click. Sodoy is cleaning house. And he's farming them at the well. Will he even back now? They might just keep on forcing this fight. The Prophet ult coming through. Just to clear out the waves, he'll just try and bring this tier 4 down. Almost dying to the tower. He's so damn squishy. While the Bat chases. They'll pursue this one out. The Shiva is connecting on the Lich. Do they want to go on Godlike? They've got a Doom for him. Who are they going to Doom? Doom someone. Doom someone. He gets off the Chain Frost. Now Judo's in trouble. Puck's going to bring him down. Just use the damn Doom already. What's he waiting for? Oh my goodness. Smiles from Judo. He's just like, what is up with my Doom, man? What's he doing? Wolves are going to chase Big Numb back. The Ancient slowly being worked down by the Catapult. But the fight continues in earnest. Out comes the Laguna Blade. Did he face shift dodge it again? I wasn't actually looking that closely, but 4 heroes have fallen. They'll casually try and doom this Lycan, but I don't even know if he dies here. He's got the heart. Sure, the regen's disabled, but too tanky. He'll fall. It's a team wipe, and Q and Sane are just not gonna... This won't be their first win. They're 0-10 now. I wonder if they'll find a win. They've had their moments. They almost beat Aware, then lost to the Medusa double Rapier. No boots, swapped around by the Venge, force-staffed around by her team game, but the struggles continue here as well. It's just not been Q and Sane's tournament. Good learning experience, though, and I like how they fight till the bitter end, but at the same time, it is a bitter end, and I guess that's ultimately what you walk away with from these games, but... Guys, thank you for joining me. That's going to wrap up our CIS Dota for the day. You've been watching Starladder Europe, day number 23. I'm LD. If you enjoy my casting, be sure to follow me, twitter.com/LDDota. And, well, with that being said, we'll turn on the I don't think we'll have a rebroadcast. Coming up in 2 hours, or maybe it's an hour and a half, we have the North American, or the Starladder America... Let me try that again. We have the Starladder America Tiebreakers. It's a double elimination 4-team tournament. And it will be cast right here, twitch.tv/DotaStarladder_EN by Zyori. He'll be joined by Hippie for the first game, and then by PPD from Evil Geniuses for the second 2. So if you want some more Dota action, be sure to check in about an hour and a half, 2 hours time. For now, guys, though, that's going to wrap it up. Thanks for joining me. I'm LD, and we are Beyond the Summit, and we're signing off. See ya.